Hello and thank you for watching. What we're going to do today is we're going to install a locking padlock on our Discreet concealment guitar case. As you can see, we got the standard lock on the guitar case right there, which is just a single key, and it works good for privacy, but if you want something more secure, you can pick up these locks from Ace or any hardware store. This one came in a 2-pack, so you can install one on the top of the case and one on the bottom, making it very, very secure. Now, it comes with screws, comes with everything you need except a screwdriver. 2 pieces per catch. It just loops around the top piece right there, and just like the latches that are on the guitar case, you just flip it up to release it. Very simple and easy to install. You need a screwdriver and you need the screws that are included with it. As you can see on the original clasps, the top are riveted on the thread line, and we're going to install the additional catch the same way just to make it conform and look factory with the case. This also is a lot easier to screw in on the thread line because it creates a little valley there, so your screws don't go sideways and they're a lot easier to start and set if you're using a hand screwdriver. Now, if you're using a powered screwdriver, which you definitely can do, we recommend being very careful. It's very easy to strip these out with a powered screwdriver. With a hand screwdriver, like what I'm doing, it's a lot less likely to strip them out, but it's a bit more time consuming and a bit more difficult, especially to start the screw. Now, one thing you'll want to note here is that you install it correctly. As you can see, if you look carefully, there's a little hook on the top piece in which the steel bar clasps over to prevent the case from opening when closed. Now, if you're not careful and you install it upside down, it won't work the way it should. Now what we're going to do is we're going to install the bottom piece. As you can see, I have it lined up there. I'm going to use my finger to hold it down tight, and then I'm going to loosen it. That will tell me where I need to put my last 2 screws, and we're going to mark that with a Sharpie just for a reference. Now, we recommend using a black Sharpie. 2 reasons. Black Sharpie is just good enough that you can see where the marks are, but it's not so color different that if you mess up, you'll see it again. It hides pretty well with the case, and if you look very, very closely, you can see where your marks are. So first we're going to start by running in the bottom screw here. This can be very difficult. One trick is to make an indent in the leather and the wood with either the tip of the screwdriver or the tip of the screw. This will help guide the screw in and get it started easier. Got it started now, and now you just twist it till it's tight. Now you don't want to go too tight. Like I said, this is wood, so just go nice and snug, tight enough that you have a reasonable confidence that it will never come out. And that's pretty easy to do with this poplar glue lamb because the way it's made, it's not a soft wood, it's a very hard wood. Now we got it snug in there. The reason we did the bottom screw first is, as you saw, I just flipped the latch down just like that, and that will line up your top hole no matter what. With the latch snug, it pulls everything into alignment correctly, so that if you carefully unlatch it like I'm doing right now, you just put the screw right through the hole on the top and you will be good to go. So it makes the installation pretty easy. And as you can see, about 4 minutes into this project, a little bit over 4 minutes, and we're almost done here. So a very easy project. Add some security to your case, and is very effective in keeping it locked as well. So we're just going to finish up with this last screw here. Now you'll want to check the screws that came with your catches. These, as you can see, were pretty short. Some of the longer screws may go through the wood. It's not very likely, especially on 3 out of the 4 screws, but the very bottom screw, as we'll look at here later, can be a touch long at times. There we go. Now it's installed. Now what we're going to do is we're going to open the case here, and I'm going to feel back there. And it feels like that bottom screw, it doesn't come through, but you can feel it, but the top screw is perfect. It doesn't come through, neither do the ones on the very top piece. And this is the first time I ever installed this, so we'll check it here in a minute. Right there on the top piece, you can see there's a double layer glue lamp piece there, so it doesn't come through. And the same thing on the top screw for the bottom piece. Now the bottom screw on the bottom piece, I can feel the screw head through the felt. It doesn't come through far enough to be bothersome or even to be visible, but if you have an opportunity to use a shorter screw there, it might be worthwhile. So now that we have it all clasped together and locked, we'll try our padlock here. I think this is a Master Lock 140 if I'm not mistaken. We'll lock it on there, and there you go. It's latched and good to go. Now it's high enough that it clears the handle, and it's in a very convenient spot for locking. Thank you very much for watching.